What's up, Starships? It's Alex from Lunar Games, and today marks the end of 2017, which it's been a really weird year for me. I had some really good things, which I'm happy for, but I had some also really bad things. This year at school was a lot of stressful, and it's been stressful. It's been drama filled, and I think it immediately led to my anxiety attacks that I had that year. During this year, I didn't start having them until I knew that I was gonna start having them. I started having them in I think April when I had my playing test. That was to see what band I would get in. Of course, I knew I was gonna end up getting symphonic. I mean, the reason why is because A, I was sixth chair that year, and B, there's no way that I'm gonna make it into wind ensemble with the amount of practice timing I got in that year. Then we go through the summer. It was really stressful because I had so much things going on, and it wasn't even because of the fact that I wanted that it was problem filled. It was just my brain kept on focusing on different things at different times. And yes, it sounds like I have ADHD, which I think I do, but I don't. We move on through the beginning of the school year. It was great. Then it comes to the stress of Then it comes to the fact that we got a new director of the summer. We hadn't even learned half our show. We learned half our show at band camp, and we didn't learn our last song. Then it came to the beginning of the school year. I thought everything was going to be fine until when I immediately broke down over something so silly as a playing test. And the playing test was to make sure I had my show memorized, and I only had to have one song memorized completely, which was the song that I chose. And I had it memorized mostly, but the thing was, I didn't show it, and oh god. I freaked out after, and I immediately broke down. I had no clue why, and that's when anxiety attacks almost became frequent, to where I knew they were going to happen before they happened. I had one 2 days after at MSBOA, and that's the big show competition wise. It's not like invitationals where it shows you what you need to improve on. It was our final score for the year, and I freaked out as soon as we finished. And the drum instructor, he immediately ran up to me and tried to make sure I was calm, and I really appreciate him for doing that. But I don't know. I started trying to block out my anxiety with art and music, and that didn't work. And it didn't help that after, in the beginning of I think October, it was our first tour after we've already finished our show and stuff. My boyfriend at the time decided to break up with me the day of, and the day of tour before we even got on the bus, and that left me on edge before our performance. So I tried to block it out with music as usual, and I had friends to comfort me, and it got to the point where my very overprotective friend, who some of you may know of, was also know, some of you guys may know of, which was Fat Gaming Mexican, also known as Caleb, one of my best friends since second grade. It got to the point where he literally wanted to murder the dude. And it's stressful the year as it is, so it didn't help that that's what happened. And as months went by, they became almost daily, and I couldn't do it. So before we performed in Chicago, I had a mental breakdown, I think twice a day. The day before we performed, and it was over stupid stuff, I think. One of them, I talked to my friend about it, and she calmed me down, and it was after our party. And then the other one was after, like, the band's party where all the bands celebrate. And then the other one was as I was about ready to walk back in, so I could get, because I just walked out for some fresh air, and then I was about ready to walk back in, and I don't know what happened. I felt like I couldn't breathe. So, I don't know, it just sucked. It was very, I guess it was very unsettling in a way, but I'm back to normal now, I guess. December hit. That was a weird month for me because I don't know. It was a good month for me because of the fact that A, things were finally coming back together, and B, things were slowly starting to de-ravel with my anxiety. And it sucks, I know, but I just have to deal with it, and I'm starting to, and I hope I still can. So, anyway, let's go into the good parts so we can stop having this as a depressing video. So the good parts that involve, I actually involved myself in some school activities for once in my life. I'm in theater, and I'm in student news, and I'm still in marching band. What else? It's a lot of stuff, but I'm happy right now with the guy I'm with. I'm not going to say his name, but for those of you who do know, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm spaced out. I guess it's a wrap on the year. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please swirl around and land on it like the start, like the little space critter I know you are. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Mwah.